off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. El Algo Snyder, with my boy, Zach, Empleado del Mes Elias. What up, Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Tuesdays we do it live. Saturdays we post it later. Got a whole gaggle of episodes. If this is your first time, if this is your last time, we welcome you. Share the episodes. Give us a good rating. And remember, the next time you see a scientist, you tell them, hey, fill your beaker up with ETOH and listen to Booze Your Daddy, because we like when people love us, but we love when people hate us.
What's ETOH?
Read a pick up a book, you fuck. Pick up a book, a science book.
Maybe I will.
Got a great episode planned for tonight. But before we get into it, Ron Katz, why don't you show everybody what you are drinking?
Does that read right to left or left to right? We don't know.
He sent me this, but he's in Amsterdam right now, and it looks like it says Brouwer Jiu-Jitsu. That's what I got.
Brouwer Jiu-Jitsu. I think it could also very easily read the other direction. It's like a Hebrew thing. So,
Zach, tell everybody what you are drinking.
Well, what the first thing is, what's he doing in Amsterdam besides like smoking 8 blunts? And
I think he's just traveling with some people. You're friends with him and Rita Reggiano, right?
Yeah, I haven't followed him on Facebook in a little while. I am drinking from the 6-point multi-pack, the pills, the crisp pills. E2.
Well, it's still Cinco de Elmo in my house. I am going.
Did that get taken down? Are we sued yet?
Casamigos Margarita, natural flavors, strawberry and Colima lime. I have no idea. This could be a ton of alcohol or not very much.
Why does that can look tiny?
Because it is a little tiny. It's a little pequito.
It's a little Milo can.
Zach, is there anything worse than when you're talking to somebody and they have American accent, they're saying everything in English, and then they get to a Spanish word and they're like, well, I did just take a trip to Puerto Rico. And they go right back.
Or when they go into the
worst.
You know, Alfonso, Edgardo Alfonso. Like they just like the announcer signs hit those real hard. Francisco Lindor.
I'm okay if that's your native language and you kind of have an accent with everything, but when it's just the one word and you're a gringo, it drives me nuts.
When you say Barcelona, do you always lisp Barcelona every time?
Release the Kraken.
Exactly.
Also notice, for one of the first times in forever, I'm feeling classy tonight, and it's a pink.
Bagels.
Terrible. Got a good one, Dak. Episode all the threes. Calling this one
Mommy Thumb.
What do you think we're going to be talking about tonight?
I don't know. Mommy Thumb up the tush and then the bean and Mommy Thumb. What does that mean? What does that mean?
I actually didn't know this was a thing
It's not
until the other night, where I don't know if I did this to myself, but I've been having so much pain in my thumb. Now, I can do everything pretty okay. But
everything?
When I wake up in the morning,
cross court now?
I am very sore. Like, it hurts like nothing I've ever felt. Usually first thing in the morning.
Can't you therapize yourself? I've got a wrist thing going on over here. We'll talk off air.
Okay, I've been trying to be vague about this, but this has to be the worst diagnosis I've ever heard, because I feel fine. It maybe is like a tiny bit sore right in here, and then I go online and I do know there's something called de Quervain's tenosynovitis or tenosynovitis.
Yeah,
where
the first word of that is dick. So like
you take your thumb and basically you do like the da 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 da. My thumb's not there, so you put the thumb in your fist and then kind of tilt it down, and you'll feel a stress all along the side there. Okay, when I do that on my left side, when I tell you it's not a 9, it's a 10 out of 10 pain. So now I'm going into I don't do hands. This is a whole certification. So I go online and actually look it up. The first thing that comes up when you look this is de Quervain's tenosynovitis, otherwise known as
Mommy Thumb.
Because immediately I'm like, go on. What are mommies doing with their thumb? They say it's because mommies are always taking their thumbs under little kids and lifting them up, and it strains that tendon type of deal. Is this the worst diagnosis? I mean, I can think
you've got mommy thumb from too much masturbation.
It's not from. It's literally from now being full time, just constantly hitting the iPad way too much.
Why don't you have it on the other hand?
It's an iPad. I literally have to hold it with two and beep 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 beep.
Right, but why do you only have the mommy thumb on your jerk off hand?
It's my left hand, Zach.
Yeah, because you need your right hand crisp for.
You're terrible. Stuff. Okay. Anyway, I have no idea, but I actually am kind of just like waiting for this to go away. It could also be from working out more, yada yada. Zach, this is the worst diagnosis. I won't ever repeat this. This is just for the sheer entertainment of anybody listening to this. I got mommy thumb.
That's pretty weak.
Right? It was like
all it's so soft. Yeah.
That's my point. I was like, mommy thumb.
Mommy thumb. It's not good.
But hold on to the end of the episode. There's more.
What do I do with my wrist? What do I have, mommy wrist? I might.
Feeling quirky? Let's get jerky.
I'm getting jerky. Let's do it. This is the video is pretty spectacular, but there's a construction worker during a college baseball game who I guess he's just bored, and he starts doing leg lifts on the crane in the outfield during the game. He can't do that any time at a time. Like, he's so busy that he has to get shoehorned in on a crane.
This is just so you'll talk about it. That's all he wanted.
I suppose. Like, there's his legs. Look at this idiot.
I'm rooting for him to fall.
Everyone's rooting for him to fall. That's the whole thing, that we want him to fall. Mookie Betts has a person. You saw this?
No, go on.
A personal chef who will make him a sandwich that takes 12 days to make.
How?
You gotta have a 10-day brine. There's other stuff involved. 12 days. You didn't know 12 days in advance you want this thing.
No. So this is where you're falling for the bait. This is the same thing like if somebody says, I'm going to make you a brisket sandwich, but it's going to take 2 days. That's what you go buy the brisket, then you trim it, then you season it, then you smoke it for 18 hours, then you cut it, then you to brine something for 12 days, you probably could brine it.
That's just running the bill up on bets.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah. Hawaiian hailed his hero for beating entitled tourist. Good for him. There's this seal that they all love. It had some stupid name. Some asshole tourist is throwing rocks at it just to be a dick.
I saw this.
And some good Samaritan comes and just cold cocks him. Just beats the shit out of the guy.
I think he got arrested. But the guy, I think he's stupid rich. The guy who was throwing it, this was an I'm so rich I can throw rocks at seal type of thing.
The video is spectacular. He beats the shit out of him. Really red on his back there. You can use a little sunscreen. Hey, want a cool job?
Sure.
Because not everyone can do this. There's a problem that's been caused, and now you've got to figure it out. The world's highest flying repo men are collecting Spirit airline jets. Because they're just sitting there. But you got, like you said, you know how to fly a plane and start hitting the buttons? Someone has to actually move these things to the place.
Or you could just run on the runway at Frontier and take your chances.
That guy had a checkered past.
What I don't understand about that story, not to hijack what you were talking about, like the fact that I get that he gets over. Does he run across? Was it a casual walk? I mean, the plane eventually is just like, okay, I see this guy and I don't care.
It's just happening, yeah.
It's happening because if it's like a truck driver on the road, when you slam on your brakes or cut off a Mack truck, it's you or them because they're not swerving off the road. That's what this was. Like that, they knew within seconds, like, oh, not a good day for this.
Here comes another one. I'm surprised they even made any news. He's gone. Meanwhile, looks like the coolest guy in the world. Who does the Spirit Airlines repo man? I want to just live in his world. Like, does he want an apprentice? I think hang out with this guy.
I would fold. When I actually got down to like, give me whatever, and somebody was like, no, I'm like, okay, all right, you win.
So, there were tourists that were hiking by Mount Ducano in the North Halama area, wherever the fuck that is. They're essentially hiking by an active volcano. Guess who died? Tourists killed by volcano after defying hiking ban. Quote, oh my god, they died? Of course they died. It's literally Joe versus the volcano. Guess what? Volcano won.
In the odds of all of this is going off at minus money. If you live by, you watch it. I don't even remember what we watched, but I think it might have been a Bourdain show where he found this guy who lived by a volcano, and he said, "What happens if the active volcano goes off?" Guy's like, "I'm staying here with it." Then they do like a 2 weeks later, volcano goes up. Guy has to be helicoptered from his house.
Guess who's dead? Bourdain. Too soon. Little League umpire goes viral for insane antics on the field. He does like the moonwalk. He does the Leslie Nielsen. He does the goal slide for outs.
Nobody
knows.
This
is a Little League game.
Yeah.
Who came to see this idiot take it seriously? Like, just Whatever moves. The reason I'm even red is because I got sunburned at a Little League game. Just, dude, this is the kind of thing that looks good on paper. When you're sitting there, I do not want to see this take any second longer than it has to. Just call the balls, call the strikes. Fucking guy.
Yeah, there is an element. My sister was telling me that my nephew had a guitar show last night where he's beginner level, so he played the first, 45 minutes, and then the advanced people went on, and she said it was 9:30. I just got up and left. He wasn't on the stage anymore. My kid's not playing. At some point, Zach,
good for her.
When Zoe's old enough to take the subway home and she has her last licks, no pun intended, you're like, I'll meet you at home. I'll have the dinner ready for you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go next door to the bar. Tell me how it goes. Speaking of release to Kraken, evidence of giant squid discovered. Bodacious beast is bigger than a school bus with pizza-sized eyes.
It's terrible.
Fucking terrifying. And by the way, kudos to whoever's doing the comparisons. Bigger than a school bus, pizza-sized eyes. They could have just given you the length, but no, they went the extra mile. It's a colossal find.
I don't doubt that. Just because, have you ever seen when they go leagues under the sea, how we have not even scratched the surface of how deep the ocean truly is, and it's so dark down there, we have no idea how alive or big or any of that stuff is.
So it's like Kraken, your Voldemort case. They say they're very close to solving it.
I heard there were bones.
I think, honestly, at a certain point, don't you just have to arrest some guy and just say this he did it? You just have to at some point. You just have to solve the case.
Did you hear about she did like a Mother's Day song or something? It's really...
But like, you just have to solve it. You just have to call it a day. Tech company claims new caps and beanies can read your mind and put it on a screen. No brain implant. But how is it reading your mind, and who wants to see it? Because I think I'll just say, like, this fucking guy across my hat.
Okay, Elizabeth Holmes. I guarantee you they're taking investments right now, and they're making all the money, and you get nothing. This is not a real thing. No, not with an implantation, anything. It would not work.
No, they can't read your mind. You want to crack this safe? Bring it.
Yeah, Demolition Man. It's just not happening. You're just going to sit down and fall. No chance. This is going to be Theranos Part 2.
100%. One of 11 disappeared scientists claims she was hit with Pentagon's top secret weaponry after revealing her UFO theory. They keep teasing this UFO thing. Just give it to me. Just give it all to me. I want it all. I'm a ufologist. When is it actually going to be released?
Do you know where I got some backlash online? Your Chandra Levy story with the farmers. They were like, some poor girl died. I was like, yeah, but they said
she was cute.
They're talking about how I'm like, yeah, but the parents look bananas. And yeah, I would look, I would be long gone if anything ever happened to my son. So you wouldn't see me get cuckoo. I'm not saying get over it, but like, you can't keep on going on TV 25 years later. You can't do it.
No, you can't. But they broke a story that she could be a ufologist.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, want a job?
Again, I'm a repo
man.
Better
than moving Spirit Airlines. This one is insane, but like it's gettable, I think. $50,000. You have to sit in Times Square in a glass cube and watch every second of the World Cup. So essentially, you're a gorilla because they're gonna want someone with some personality. Because people are gonna jaw at you, and you gotta throw some moves in. Yeah, no, I would have rules. I want the local hat of every team so that I can put the hat on for the team I'm watching. I'm going to jaw back at everyone. Take a line. I will engage every single one of your nonsense.
Do I get to go home in between games?
I don't know.
Because this is weeks.
Yeah, but you think you do, but you've got to show up for work. I don't know the bathroom situation. I piss a lot. But $50,000 for a few weeks of watching TV and yelling at someone's a fortune. Just hang out. Now, the problem is you have to quit your actual job, which pays more than $50,000.
Do you not have 3 weeks of vacation?
I don't know. I think I might. But yeah, they have to. You don't have to be a soccer nerd. They're just looking for a sports fan ready to take the ride with us.
I say
you must be comfortable being stared at.
I might apply and then take 1 week of vacation, maybe even 1 day of vacation, and then just go, you know what? Keep the money. I'm done. I had 1 day. That's it.
It would be a ton of fun for 1 day. It would get old, but from 1 day to just argue with assholes, I want to make sure that class is, shatterproof. Because if I'm getting into it, they're coming back with shit to throw at me. There's no way I do this with what?
You want the glass Shatner proof?
Shatner proof, yes.
Yeah, William Shatner cannot get in or out of it.
He'll be in there with me at some point, I assume.
He's so old. He's like 96.
Yeah, but he's with it. He's good. So this really bothered me because I had this story ahead of time, and then it was on Weekend Update and John Oliver.
You broke it wide open.
Yeah, maybe, but I didn't because we didn't film in time. Hegseth shoots down reports Iran has kamikaze dolphins.
I didn't hear about this.
Oh my God. Buckle up, Buttercup, because the U.S.
Wait, this is Austin Powers with the dolphins
essentially
with the lasers.
U.S. because they can like find sonar better than any actual sonar that we have. Apparently, the U.S. and Russia and other countries have been using dolphins to help defuse bombs for years. They can find the bomb, but they can't like do the defusing so well. The flippers don't work, but they can find bombs and mines and things. They'll go towards the sonar. They're trained for this. The problem with it is they can't use it for attacking, only defense, because they don't know the difference between your ship or the other guy's ship. So they'll just blow shit up. But there is a way that if you could point it in the right direction and strap it with a bomb, it will go find the other ship and just keep on this thing. And then you hit the button and blow it up. The kamikaze dolphin. So Iran has them, apparently. They got a whole shipment in from like another war. They've died out, but they've been breeding other ones. I'm balls deep. I'm all in.
So if the dolphin goes kamikaze, it dies with the porpoise?
That's it. Oh, hit the end. That's it. The 1640 mark. We're done. That was fabulous.
Thank you. Tip your waiter. Try the fish.
That would have been number one if it hadn't been really on the other stuff. Cross-dressing, masturbating tenant from hell arrested for terrorizing neighbors in New York City apartment building. He's from the Bronx. He has been wreaking havoc in the halls of a Bronx apartment complex in a pink thong and was arrested for harassing neighbors and her son. I mean, it's all there. He doesn't look that bad. He's in the pink thong. I wouldn't judge him for that. So now, it's not great. You had no problem with a female employee at a coffee place spitting milk into your coffee, huh?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You frequent McDonald's, because this one's not alleged. There is a McDonald's worker.
Do I get to see the woman? That's what I need.
She's blurred. There she is. Her face is blurred, but she is a woman. She has been outside of Boston licking and stuffing fries in her mouth and then putting them back in the carton. Busted, not alleged. I don't know what the fine is here. He's not really going to jail or anything because it's like Massachusetts. But yeah, serving on the customers. The quote is, "That's disgusting. Are you kidding me?" One outraged local proclaimed after watching the clip. Yeah, so probably fired, but not really much going on there.
Probably
they're looking into it.
Even at McDonald's?
I mean, it's McDonald's and it's Southbridge, Massachusetts.
I actually don't
know. I don't know. Not arrested, though. Like, nothing's really...
I couldn't tell you in Mass where the nice or not nice. It all sounds like it could be Dorchester.
It all is. Yeah, it's outside of that area. So, putting them back in, nasty as could be. So that's what I got.
Would I share a drink with her?
I mean, she's a woman, so probably. Young enough to work at McDonald's, she's probably in her 20s. If a 20-year-old girl wanted to, like, share a drink or share a French fry with you, maybe. I mean, yeah.
That was your number one?
That was, well, the kamikaze dolphins would have been if they hadn't broken by other people. Yes.
If you say all the same stuff, I'm going to smack you. Hey, Zach, what you watching?
Mainly the same stuff because there's nothing new to watch. We finished The Night Asian, so now we're done with shows, and we got a new show. So I'm not watching more Gladiators, so I might.
Beef season 2?
Is it good? Like it's worth the whole thing? Yeah.
It's more of the same with a different cast, but I like it. We're watching.
I didn't love season 1. I thought it just went too off the rails. Though when he pissed in her bathroom, oh my God, it was amazing. I found it to be too outrageous, too outlandish.
Oh, it's a comedy of errors. It reminds me of Fargo, which I also thoroughly enjoy.
And it also had the Ali Wong, so that gets you there.
But she's not in season 2. It's different people. It's Oscar Isaac's the only person I really know.
He's good.
And I've been saying this to Julia, an actor who, if you saw him in an airport, you go, where do I know you from? And he goes, Apollo 13, Armageddon. You go, yeah, I have no idea who you are. Like that guy. You know who I'm talking about. He's the guy. He's like,
from that thing.
A million movies, but those are the two main ones. And you're like, okay, he's like maybe fifth or sixth build in the show. So that's good.
Who's the first build?
Oscar Isaacs.
Oh.
Maybe singular. Is it Isaac? Jason Isaacs? Oscar Isaac?
Jason Isaacs is the one who showed his schwanz on White Lotus. He showed his White Lotus.
That was so big.
It was huge.
Yeah, he was
the Marky Mark schwanz guy.
Lucius Malfoy. I don't have a good recommendation.
Give me the Dirk Diggler.
We just watched and finished the Will Arnett, Laura Dern, Is This Thing On? It's a sad, weird, it's a movie. I think it's on Hulu where Will Arnett, they get split up and he just stumbles into the Comedy Cellar and you watch him grow as a comedian, but it's not a comedy. It's kind of like dark tragedy almost.
Wasn't the first episode Mrs. Maisel, but then she shows her tits?
It's kind of like that,
I guess. Really her tits, so it was a tit double.
I don't know, those are hers for the real one. Rachel Brosnan, I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, I only have two interesting things to say about this. The first is there's one good joke in the whole thing, and it's not even his, where he talks about breaking up with somebody and then getting back with your ex, and he's just standing bullshitting with some of like the guys outside, the black comedians, the funny ones.
Oh.
And one guy goes, you know what my grandma always said? When you break up with your ex and get back with her, that's like taking a shit and trying to put it back in your ass. Zach, the movie's not funny. It's not even trying to. I was laughing very, very hard. The other thing, which is,
did you watch Hacks?
Yeah.
Are you caught up? Because the last week's episode was a top 5 TV episode of all time.
We just watched the lesbian one.
The lesbian one was hysterical. They said that was the only time in 5 seasons Jean Smart broke. When they had to say you gotta be eating ass, she said she couldn't take it.
I thought it was over the top, but it was fine.
It kept going though. We kept laughing.
Teach your own.
I thought it was hysterical.
So there was that part, and then the other weird thing, which putting 2 and 2 together, I found this out recently, and I think I meant to tell Julia this. Now I remembered. In Beef, there's a weird poker game where there's Michael Phelps and Mr. Benny Blanco and Baron Davis, and of course I recognize Baron Davis immediately. I'm like, oh, the other two, okay, and who they are. You know what I did know? Baron Davis in his heyday was with Laura Dern. They were a thing for like 10 years. Yeah.
What?
Hey, I got nothing else to add to the story other than 2 things that literally
just added to it. It's incredible.
I was like, okay, all right, didn't know that.
I don't know who's. It's just, was she like hot? Was he great? Like, he was such an odd.
He was very good at basketball. Had a long career and got hurt. She's Jurassic Park. So.
I know who she is. Father's Bruce Dern.
Really? You think she's the daughter of Bruce Dern? He's the father of Laura Dern.
Whatever. Nevertheless, how do you say to him, hey, Dad, here's Baron Davis. He's a guy I'm stopping. So, none of it's good. It's a weird combo, all of it.
Is this thing on not worth watching? I think they were going for it. Like, let's make a really almost like, what's the Robin Williams Goes to Harvard with Matt Damon? I'm blanking on the name.
Good Will Hunting?
Good Will Hunting. It kind of like go for one of those like theatrical, we're going to write a good. There are so many moments where it's just a pause for 4 seconds. And I'm not saying like 4 seconds is an eternity in a movie where they're just sitting there staring at themselves. So other than that, that was something we watched.
Who's Oreo Conus? I'm late, gents.
Tommy T-Bone. Tommy Two Tits.
He keeps changing his name. I can't keep track.
He needs to change his name.
What, the 3 tits? How many tits? What does that have?
He's got a lot of tits.
Maybe. And go Knicks. They're on some kind of run.
HIPAAnonymous.
Who'd you kill and who'd Meatwall bite recently? Has he been biting still?
No bites.
Punk.
What do you call the guys that are born and raised in Staten Island and they sound like their West Side Story where everything's like, well, the other day I was talking to my friend. And my friend's like, you know what you gotta do? You gotta go to the gas station and tell me what do you call these people that like Officer Krupke, basically?
I can't say it on this fine program what I would call them.
No,
but there's a T-shirt that bears their name, a blank T.
A blank T. Blank doodle do.
G. You have those kind of pigs in your house.
A guinea pig. Oh, you're saying that oh, he is Italian.
You're right. They're all Italian on Staten. I played golf with a guy. He's shorter than me. He had a cigar. My mortgage guy.
I got this guy the other day, and he is a Staten Island Italian guy, and he talks everything. He's like, I'm like, I don't know. What do you think I should do? You think I should go do this? I don't know.
Pesci-esque?
Kind of, right? I thought he's doing a bit, but he sounds like that. He then starts venting to me that he was on the phone for something to get something clarified, and he got a little aggressive. Then the lady goes, "Ma'am, you need to calm down. I'm trying to." He goes, "She called me a ma'am? She thinks I sound like a girl? What am I supposed to say?" And meanwhile, I'm keeping a straight face like, no.
You get a high voice when they get very angry. These
I can't believe she called me a girl. She thinks I sound like a girl. I'll tell her something.
You sound like Shemp. Listen to you.
Zach, this guy, I didn't know what to say because he's doing this voice and it's all the time. And then he got mad and I'm just supposed to go like, yep, okay, you're right, Mr. Smith, sir.
Smith-a-roni.
Right, the San Francisco treat.
Exactly. But with a voice like that, he might be.
All right, you're the first person that's given me anything. You're like an Italian. Okay, we're just saying it's one of, but
like a Staten Islander. Look, there's several different, there's Colin Jost, and then there's that guy. Very different kinds of Staten Island.
But that high voice, usually they all talking like it's.
Yeah, when they get angry, it elevates. It gets very high.
Well, this guy started off in E minor and got quickly to F sharp.
He's a soprano. All right, there you go.
Hey, that's not bad.
There it is.
Pishadoo of the week. I got 11 candidates. Let's do it. Candidate number 1. Your favorite Lego salesman is back at it again.
You stole my heart. What'd she do?
No, my sister's at school the other day. It's Teacher Appreciation Week, whatever. She goes into the lunchroom where they have all types of like, hey, teachers, here's a bag of chips. Here's some candy. Here's a basket of granola bars. She walks in to find the lunch lady two-handing every granola bar into a bag. My sister stops and very goes like, excuse me, ma'am, I think those are for the teachers. The lady looks at her in the eye, goes, ha, and goes back to stuffing.
Good for her.
That's what you do? You're good. Oh, well. I then said,
she showed that arborist who's boss.
Arborist. I thought Lego stuff was better. So I said, what did you do about it? She goes, I can't do anything. I said, you don't take out your phone. You don't go to the principal. She said, it's May. Everybody's checked out. Nobody cares.
Yeah. And that lunch lady knows it. She's onto it. She's got all the angles covered.
She went with this simple, she probably needs it more than I do. I mean, look, a box of granola bars, you're talking what, $7, $8?
I don't know. In Reistersville, maybe 12.
Reisterstown. Pikesville, Reisterstown.
Reistersville. Yeah, sure.
Mills. Add the Mills and you get all three.
Yeah. That was close.
It's nothing. Zach, you go to work and somebody.
I side with the lunch lady.
Okay, you show up in your office tomorrow for Realtor Appreciation Day, and somebody from down the hall in another company or another floor is in your lunchroom, and they're taking all the whatever you're into, all the gummy bears. There's a bunch of gummy bears, and you just go like, respect the game.
I think I do because I'm not paying for it. If I had to pay for it, if I'm the boss and I'm buying these bears, I am out of my mind. Even if it's 12 cents. If I'm not paying, fucking let them steal from my company. I don't give a shit anyway.
Okay.
Don't fire me. I'll go right down the hole.
Candidate the second. This is a two-parter. One of them I laughed out loud. From the UFC this past weekend, I'm going to see if I can get this in chronological order. So I'm watching the replay. I woke up real early on Sunday morning, and I just started this thing from the beginning and went all the way to the end. So I'm sitting there, and it was, I think, the very first fight of the night where you don't know much about UFC, but nobody's there. The 300s are filled. Nobody's in the rest of the arena. And a UFC fighter, Jose Ochoa, gets up. He wins the fight. I think it was by decision. And during the Brazilian translation, whatever, he took out what looked like a keychain, and he holds it up and proposes on the TV to his soon-to-be mother of his child back in Brazil.
That's weird.
She's not there. He's doing it over the TV in front of not a lot of people, and it wasn't a real ring. I have no idea.
All right. I don't love it.
That does nothing for you? That
I don't like it.
Really weird. Like, they've done proposals in the ring before, but at least I don't care what fight you are. Have the person there. Fly her up and do something.
I mean, if it was during COVID, maybe, but like, she could be there in a hantavirus.
Now,
what'd you say last time? Hanta, don't you wanna?
Don't you want don't you want to?
Yeah.
Now, this next one's not going to mean as much to you. Do you know who Daniel Cormier is from the UFC?
Yeah.
Have you seen her? You know he has a very big personality, just doesn't give a fuck.
Does he have like cauliflower ears and shit?
Well, he was a wrestler, not terrible, but he's a big chunky guy who's there's been times that like they're on the microphone. There was a fight maybe like 5 years ago when he first started doing commentary because he's retired, and a guy comes out with staph infection on his chest, and they are getting in their ears like, do not bring up the thing on his chest. And Cormier goes, that guy has staph? What is on his chest? Right? I mean, he doesn't give a shit, right?
That's so great.
Now the UFC is on Paramount. They started an hour earlier, but there's a million more commercials. I just fast forward. It doesn't matter. Well, they come back from commercial where it's a little bit of a hot mic moment. And the last week's fight was in Newark, New Jersey. They're showing those state commercials where it's a hot air balloon and a forest and a lake. And they come back from commercial and Daniel Cormier goes, where was that they were just showing? And Rogan, who's born and raised in Jersey, goes, it's an ad for New Jersey. He goes, in New Jersey? That is not New Jersey. He goes, New Jersey is terrible. I've been walking around Newark this week. And like, he's a very large former champion black guy, and he is just going on. Meanwhile, Rogan and Anik are dying laughing.
He's going to die. Yeah.
Because he watches, he goes, where is that? He's only ever been in Newark. So he goes, that is not New Jersey.
That's amazing. Now, I'm used to hot mics as a avid Keith Hernandez listener. God knows what he's going to say. But yeah, that's pretty good.
It wasn't that hot of a mic. It was just one of those moments where they came back a little sooner. He's like, where was that? That is not what I've seen. I thought it was really good. All right. This story I didn't get to last week, but I love it. Central Park worker was fired for sleeping on the job. Guy comes out, he has a diagnosis. He's narcoleptic. Okay. I'm okay with somebody with narcolepsy getting a job. Maybe work in a pillow factory, but certain jobs I don't think you should get. Like,
no, you should be able to be fired for being narcoleptic.
No, you should be fired for not doing the job, whatever that might be. I don't care what your diagnosis is. If you're not doing the job, you're grounds to be.
What is the job? It was Central Park. How hard could that be?
I think it was a sanitation worker. But
let him be then. This is gross anyway. What's the difference?
You have a number in your head always. You're always like, you know what? What's he make? 35 a year? He doesn't even have to work. Just let him show up.
A shittier park. So move him from the premier park to relegate him. You send him to some shitty park where no one cares. Relegation for all jobs. Because my team's about to get relegated.
Okay. I saw a story. In New Zealand, they just discontinued a promotion where they were serving hamburgers. They were serving cheeseburgers called the McMullet, where essentially they take a cheeseburger and they take the cheese and put it on not so great, where it's half on the burger, half sticking out down the bun. I love it. I assume this was just by mistake because nobody gives a shit about the burgers. They might as well just lick the fries.
And then they just kept going with it.
And they went with it. They called it the McMullet. I think
we got to get these two together. The fry licker and the McMullet, they got to open up a place.
I think for the rest of my life, if I'm ever making a cheeseburger and using slices, you're getting a McMullet. The rest of everything. I love it. I absolutely love it.
You could do a McAllen cheeseburger, no cheese.
I don't get it.
Because there's no hair there. They're mulleting it. It's supposed to be hair.
Okay.
Oh, touchy subject too soon.
Some Taiwanese town is trying to draw tourism by promoting their slow pace of life, and they will now be having snail races that you can come watch live every year in Taiwan.
Ew. But the lady boys still give it to you fast, right?
That's not Taiwan.
Same.
Taiwan.
You said Thailand, didn't you? Taiwan? Same thing.
It's same.
Same.
He's
gone.
That is such a deep cut, and if you don't know, you don't know. I just thought a snail race. If I
to fly there to watch it, I'm gonna spend $1,600 a ticket to watch snails.
No. Even so, like Julie and I were just talking about, when we go to somewhere, we want to see whatever there is to see. If I am in Taiwan and the snail race is next door, No chance. I'm sleeping on that day.
Whoa. Because you know that it's that betting on I like those bettings at like the Kumite where they're just waving a ticket, but I don't know who's actually betting with anybody. I assume you've got an action with the guy next to you. There might be a table. Everyone's just waving a red ticket. They know what's happening. If that's what's going on at the snail race, oh yeah.
I think you're very misled what Taiwan is. It's almost Singapore. It's very nice.
They'll gamble on anything.
They?
Yeah.
And if you get caught, you get a yellow card?
You get caned.
Okay. Canon number 6. I started this documentary a year ago and never finished it. It was about the guy who was hacking bioaging, where he took 1 million supplements and did 1 million different things to try to be younger. His name is Brian Johnson. I might have brought it up. It doesn't matter. I couldn't get through it because it was just all day, every day doing something to try to live longer. And you know what he looks like? A 60-year-old that's trying to be 40. He doesn't look 40 at all. He came out the other day and says his girlfriend has a top 1% vagina.
Ooh. She one-upped him. He's taking all this stuff, and she's in the upper echelon of vaginas.
Well, I think he has her on some protocol to get her to be a top 1%. But in the history of anything, have you ever had a person that's going to be like, no, bottom 20%?
Well, I don't know. He's got to, by definition, strip 100 girls to even have a shot at a top 1% vagina.
He has a Netflix documentary. I'm sure he's doing okay. He's got money.
Does he need someone a consultant for his second one? Because I can help him out here. I can explain it. But really, you've got to probably strip about 1,000. You've got to be like a Wilt Chamberlain. He could tell you what a top 1%er's like.
Okay.
He could.
All I know is anybody who doesn't feel this way about this other, you keep your lips tight.
If you're a top 1%, they're tight already.
Can number 7. I could be late to this story.
Was that whole thing just an excuse to do the lips tight joke?
I think so, maybe.
Pretty good.
Did you know Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion were dating and had a really bad breakup?
No.
Do you know who both of them are?
Yes.
In Klay Thompson's breakup with Megan Thee Stallion...
Although I could pull him out of a lineup, I don't know if... She and the 12 other Megan Thee Stallions look exactly the same to me.
She's a big black girl.
Right, but there's also a Lizzo, and there's others, and there's maybe an Ice Spice. Like, I couldn't tell any of these rappers apart.
Oh my God. So, in the breakup, Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion, where I think she might have been like cheating with somebody and got caught. Who cares?
Shocking.
His way of getting out of this messy breakup was he just said something like, you know what? I have 4 championship rings. What has she ever done?
Nailed it.
Nailed it. It doesn't equate to what they do. It doesn't make sense. It's going up to an actor and being like, I own a restaurant. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, it is. And I'll tell you why. Because about 2 years ago, you said, would you rather be Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce? He has 2 rings. She's Taylor Swift. And we both said Travis Kelce.
I don't remember this. Maybe.
Well,
you know what? Do you know what? If you would have said, what did I say? I think I would have said Travis Kelce, but now I want to say Taylor Swift for the sake of it.
Enjoy. She's a lot. Because at a certain point, how many yachts could you water ski behind? They're both loaded. And so is Klay Thompson. Kind of came from money, Netball baby. His dad was in the Showtime Lakers.
I think she has a lot of money, too.
Probably. She does that, like, the sauces for, I think Chick-fil-A did a thing with her. She had, like, a hot sauce.
Okay, maybe. I have no idea.
Big Chick-fil-A money.
Wait, this was all a part of the Draymond Green versus Charles Barkley career conversation. Who would you take in that?
Right now?
Right now. Draymond Green, Hall of Famer, 4 NBA titles. Charles Barkley, MVP, never close.
Rings. Yeah. I'd probably take Charles.
That's what everybody says, too. Yeah. And you know what the best argument I heard for it was? I'm just repeating somebody else. When they do those things online of like, which top 5 wins this basketball game? Hakeem, Shaq, Jordan. Draymond Green's never in any of those. Where Charles Barkley.
And it's all the whole thing about being a celebrity is for one moment only. Will they ooh and ah in your in memoriam? The best part of any award show, and I've got to tell you, Megan Thee Stallion will not be singing over the in memoriam in the ESPYs when Klay Thompson's dead.
I don't think we're talking about. When is Klay Thompson getting any love at an in memoriam? Who cares?
When he dies. He'll be on the thing. If the ESPYs are still there when he dies, he will 100%. 4 rings, he'll absolutely be there. They do like announcers on that shit. They got to fill time.
Do you watch the ESPYs?
No, sometimes, but I do watch the Oscars, and the In Memoriam is always my favorite.
Okay.
Love it.
All right, one more.
I forgot that person. It's literally Guess Who Died set to music.
This could be fake. The New York Giants are bringing cheerleaders this year to MetLife Stadium for the first time in 60 years. I heard they have 2 working names right now. The Big Blue Babes or the Giantettes.
Oh my God, they're both incredible. They're both incredible.
Now, I'm okay with these names if the women are, but if you don't give me size 12 models, I'm out. I want to see I want Megan Thee Stallion performing at the Giants headphones.
The Giant Tits is going to be the immediate nickname.
If you give me Skinny Mini, I'm out.
I want one. Oh, essentially like the ice hockey game, like fat guy, little guy, skinny guy. Give me that back to lineup.
Elements. I heard in Studio City, California, for a limited time only, they're going to be doing a real tour of the Brady Bunch house where you get to go in, walk around. They're rebuilding it with the bathrooms, with everything.
Can I shit in it? Can I use the bathroom?
I have no idea. You know my love of, they're doing this. How much does it cost? Zach, for the 1-hour self-guided tour of the meticulously renovated Brady Bunch home for a limited time of 2 months. How much for the Brady Bunch experience?
$400.
Where do you get that number from? Because I'm bringing it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's it worth?
It's worth free.
It's worth the cost of going to Studio City?
Yeah.
$300.
That's insanity.
Per person.
That's ridiculous.
Who cares? Do you know anybody that's like, that's one of the best shows ever?
No. You could tour one fake set house. What were you picking? It'll take you 30 seconds. You don't need an hour. It's a fake house.
Or what?
Like you could the Friends apartment, Seinfeld's apartment, some house on The Wire. You get to tour one fake TV house. Like sit on the couch or do a thing. What's your fake house?
Married with Children, but I'm not paying $300.
It's mine too. Just go 100%. That's mine. But there's no other bit worse answer. You get to sit on the yellow couch, maybe go upstairs. 100%. I can't believe that's where you went with it. Good for you. That's a nice there's no answer other than that.
The correct answer is The Simpsons, but it's not a real thing. So Married with Children. Yeah, definitely.
It's Married with Children, 100%.
And everybody who walks over, every guy is doing the look around.
You're getting a picture. So when you go up to the thing, like after the roller coaster, it's all the screens, everyone's pictures, they're all doing it.
I think they're missing the boat on this. They just bring Jefferson Darcy back. You don't think he's out? He could do it for the day.
He would definitely. Bud couldn't clear his schedule.
Really? Kelly could use the money.
She's in some trouble.
Do you know what her birthday is?
No.
Birthday twins.
Okay. Mine's Eminem.
Silver. This is terrible. I looked into the story more, but it was the Post. God bless the Post. 21-year-old to have both legs amputated after legs locked straight because she had a medical condition, and then they bent backwards. I think I'm doing this just to show you the picture.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
What are your thoughts? If your legs are completely retroverted like that, do you just cut them off? Like she looks like Secretariat. She's never walking again.
No, but they can't just. So he's paralyzed, right?
I don't know how much strength she has, but apparently her legs are all messed up. I mean, this is just literally. Again, I'm a doctor for 18 years.
Flamingoed.
Never seen anything like this.
Right. I would just honestly, 1, 2, 3, snap him back. Like just make them look good. Make it look good. Look at the part. Count to 3, but go on 2. I don't want to know. Just go on 2, and then it just is what it is. It'll hurt like all hell, and then I'll be fine.
How do you not just like take the bones out and then give her Forrest Gump something and teach her how to walk with some Canadian crutches?
Just call Kevin Ware's guy.
Do you know nobody gets that reference?
It doesn't matter. Call his guy.
It's one of the best.
It's just awful.
And the #1 gold medal candidate, number 11, Zach. Big callback here.
Mommy.
Guess what Mommy's thumbs did today?
What?
We walk into the gym. She tells me a story. My roommate tells me that she got a text from Robinhood saying her account has been hacked and to call this number immediately. And I go, okay. So she goes, so I call the number and I'm talking to them. And I'm on the phone with them and they tell me, transfer all my money to crypto. I'm like, why are you talking to anybody? She goes, so ChatGPT is telling me hang up. It's a scam. So then what I did was I went on to my actual account and found that nothing has happened. I haven't been hacked. I said, if you ever get a text, first off, they don't text you anything. Second off, just literally Google 1-800-Robinhood. Call it. Can I just call you right back real quick? And guess what? It'll be a different guy.
Yeah.
I said, did you transfer any money? Well, not like my mother did that one time where she ended up, we covered this. Where my mother gave her credit card to 3 different people, but she didn't fall for anything, but it got like 4 steps closer than it should have, right? Because I think I've gotten a text since we've been sitting here about, hey, you should. It's like, no, I'm not. There's no chance.
Yeah.
She actually called the people. And she ChatGPTs. They go, hang up. You're being scammed right now.
At least someone's working for her. At least someone's thinking.
Mommy's thumbs were working.
Ew. Mommy's thumbs.
Allison gets scammed by the lunchroom lady.
Incredible.
UFC guy.
I'm on team lunch lady.
Proposes at also DC going off on Newark. Where are we? That's not New Jersey. Central Park worker fired for sleeping on the job, even though he has narcolepsy.
No, he should just be demoted, relegated.
The Mick Mullet being discontinued in New Zealand. Taiwanese town doing snail races to bring some tourism. Brian Johnson saying his girlfriend's a top 1%er. Down low. Clay Thompson versus Megan Thee Stallion. Big Blue Babes or the Giantettes. $300 to tour the Brady Bunch house. 21-year-old leg amputee injury. But and Mommy's thumbs getting scammed by somebody for Robinhood.
Well, because she didn't actually give money. You can't. She didn't go the full distance, so she can't be number one.
She didn't go full Allison.
Fair. I think the Pishadoo is not the Brady Bunch house. Anyone willing to pay it is the Pishadoo.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Anyone willing to pay it. What's your experience? You don't even get a hand in the pants. So, like, if I'm gonna get $300, I need that picture.
Whose hand in the pants do you want?
Mine. I mean, I wouldn't say no to Katie Seagal, but it's probably not in the cards.
Boozer Day, the podcast. Thanks for listening to tonight's episode. We had fun. We're going to keep doing this. I saw a story that I thought was fake, but it's real. Johnny Football is going to be boxing somebody at the UFC Apex.
Who, Butterbean?
Some other guy he has a beef with. You put all your money on Johnny Football because he's a NFL level athlete.
Professional. Oh, you got to see the other guy.
I'll look it up. But you know how I said I'm out on these ridiculous fights? Like I'm not watching Rousey.
Johnny Football gets you back in.
Every time I think I'm out, he keeps bringing me back in.
Yeah, he can do anything. He's so ridiculous. He can do anything I'd watch. Yeah. An asshole. I'll be killed.